Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, I picked up a rifle recently, and I thought I should talk about it. And if you like French stuff, this is on French stuff. In World War I, the French were using the 1869, I think it was, Lebel. And the Lebel was this big, long honking thing with an underbarrel tubular magazine that held 9 rounds. And when it came out, it was the hottest, highest tech thing available to date in rifle technology. But then the Germans came up with their commission rifle, and the Austrians came up with the Mannlicher, and the French, well, they ended up sort of behind. But what happened was World War I came along, and what they had was millions and millions of these Lebels, so that's what they started World War I with. Well, about halfway through World War I, they thought, our boys on horseback, I guess it was early, not halfway, but early on, our boys on horseback, they really need something a little shorter than a long rifle to use. So let's build them a carbine of some kind. Well, they tried chopping off the Lebel and thought, this is no good because it only leaves you with a 3-round magazine. So what was their answer? Real simple. They came up with a whole new design. It's called the Berthier. And it was originally built with a 3-round magazine. Go figure. Well, this happens to be some kind of Berthier carbine that has been finally retrofitted with a 5-round magazine feed. Or not magazine, really. It's clip, sort of a internal clip fed. These are some. It shoots 8mm Lebel. These are Lebel reloads. This is the onboard clip that the Berthier uses for 3 rounds. They retrofitted it. Oh, by the way, this is the 3-round feeding system. It's the whole system. I mean, it's the trigger, the spring, the feed lips, everything, all in one. You would take out these screws, put back this after you're done. This is the outside of the magazine housing, and then put that one in and this one. Take this one out, and you get the 3-round back. This is the 5-round one here. I don't know where the fellow ended up getting this thing to retrofit it, but he did. Pretty cool idea, by the way. Anyway, this is, I recently swapped a flintlock pistol for this. I thought it was kind of cool, and I wanted a good example of a Berthier carbine for my collection. What I started out with was a Berthier rifle. This is the rifle version of the same thing. Notice a straight bolt, that's rifle design. But it's 5-round, and it unfortunately uses a similar system to the Lebel. To take down the internal, the bolt for cleaning, you actually need a screw to undo this, exactly like a Lebel. But before I got this one, I got this one. This is also a carbine, but this is a Indo-Chinese War variant, vintage, I think. It looks like just a standard sporter gun, but take a look at how chewed out this wrist is. It's too tiny for my hand, and it's way too tiny in the rear. Why? This was used in the Indochina War, and I think this was developed to hand to their little yellow brothers that were their allies in it, because they needed something that was a little smaller than this rifle to lug around, and this is what they gave them. Well, right after World War I, in their infinite wisdom, the French decided, well, why don't we just take all those millions of Lebels we've still got laying around and cut them down and make a carbine out of it. And this is a Lebel carbine, 3-round, and it works. This one has been redesigned with this cone-shaped gizmo on the front. Why? Because to be imported, it has to be at least 16 inches long, and this one was just a scotch too short. So that one's soldered on, and is to make up the 16 inches. Without it, it would have a bayonet lug here. In his book, Chassepot to Famas, to Famas, Ian McCollum discusses this rifle, but it's this one is just like the original, except it's been modified to meet ATF's specifications. Anyway, I wanted this. Ooh, boy, they're heavy. I wanted this one for the collection more than this rather chewed up little thing. Like it's a rifle. It does shoot. It has all the trimmings of it. It has a bent bolt handle, just like the original, and it works, but it's hardly an example of type. It's an example of mid-war modification to meet specifications needed right now, and just right for fighting at, well, this one's just right for fighting at Dien Bien Phu, but not this one. This one, I think the guys just probably threw it in the ditch and walked out of the bush saying, hey, brothers in arms, hail Ho Chi Minh. And as I said, this one is what came out of World War I. This was the substitute standard in World War I. And it's a full rifle length. This is about the same length as an original label. And it's a beautiful little thing. Anyway, this one is marked 1907, and it has a Saint Etienne on it. This one is so screwed up, I can't really tell what it is. It's been buffed out, and it's horrible. And frankly, I don't even know what this one is. Oh well. No, I'm not that much of a collector. I'm just this is my French collection. Well, this and that R35. I have a Swedish collection, Swiss, Japanese, American, mostly American, some German, but and Egyptian. But the only other French ones I have is a Moss 4956 and a Moss 36. You know, Moss 36, just the rifle to lose the Maginot Line with. Anyway, happy trails.